Hey everyone, it's Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad that you are here. Absolutely pumped you are here, and I just realized that I've got the YouTube on as well, so it's in the background. If you heard that, um, today we're going to be talking about Kiefer Sherwood and how pumped we are to have Kiefer Sherwood on the Vancouver Canucks. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, because I love making Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest. And of course, you can always follow me on all my socials. Just search Kempner Canucks. Okay, so I want to start with a YouTube poll. On a scale of 1 being really low and 10 being next level, how pumped are you about the excuse me, the addition of Kiefer Sherwood? Okay, so I'm gonna pump that out there right now, and we're gonna talk about. So if you're on YouTube, definitely go out there and hit your whatever you're feeling there. And as you can see there, I have a whole bunch of options of different things that are options there. So definitely check that out. So we want to dive into this question of, not only, I know that Canucks fans are really pumped about Kiefer Sherwood, but a lot of you might not know a lot about him, in all honesty, because maybe you're like me, and I have a bead on the rest of the league, but I don't focus on the rest of the league. There's certain teams that I'm really interested in, especially teams that are within our division. But when it comes to around the league, it's hard to kind of know all the players, especially the ones that are third line D-men, all that kind of stuff. So, we're all growing in that area, learning more, figuring that out. But there needs to be who is Kiefer Sherwood? And the big question I want to ask tonight, so please post this whether you're in the live chat or you're watching after on another day, another time. Was what are your realistic expectations for Kiefer Sherwood this season? What are they? Okay, so I would love to hear what your expectations are for this season, because at the end of the day, it is important to kind of figure out what we should be expecting of this new signing of Kiefer Sherwood. Now, just some real quick things. He's 6 foot 0 inches, 194 pounds. And so when you hear that, you're like, this guy's not very big, right? He's not very big, but we know that he plays big. There's something about when you're only whatever size you are, there's a role you have to play. If you're not going to be scoring tons and tons of goals, you got to figure out where to go and what part of the lineup you want to be in to be successful, to stay in the NHL, to get contracts. And he got 1.5 million. And I don't know why I have years and years there. Let me just refix that. It's supposed to say 1.5 million times 2 years. So 1.5 million times 2 years, that's not a lot of money in the NHL terms, but it's more than say your rookie contract of 775,000, or some of them are making upwards to 900,000 in that RFA rookie contract feel. And so he's at the next level of contracts of 1.5. And it's going to be interesting to see 2 years, 1.5 million. I love that the Canucks didn't break the bank to bring him in, didn't pay him over 2 million, because at the end of the day, he looks to be like a bottom six forward who is effective. And really, every team that has success has to be able to roll 3 or 4 lines in order to not only just make the playoffs, to make some noise in the playoffs. And you need to add people like Sherwood into your lineup at good, affordable contracts, so that he can be effective and a pain in the butt to other teams. And that is really what is so important about this signing, is that he plays with tenacity. He has he's like seek and destroy, hit everything in sight kind of player, right? And I think that's really, really important to know. I that's one of the reasons why Canuck fans are so excited to see him play. But I have a question that I kind of want to ask you, guys and girls who are here in the chat, who are here hanging out. I'm so glad to have you here. But with that kind of low of a salary, with that low of a salary, why did Nashville let Kiefer go? Like, to you, do you ever think, like, when we land someone, it's because someone else didn't want them, especially obviously in the free agency piece to it? Like, that is something that's really, really interesting on my end, is like, why did they let him go? If they loved him so much and if he played so well, why did they let him go? But if you look at the Nashville Predators, they were letting him go. They were freeing up cap space because they were loading up on offense. They no longer needed the hitters and the defensive specialists. What they were going after was the big boys in Stamkos and Marchessault, right? And so that they are currently, with those huge signings, are at 595,000 projected cap space. Like, they are almost tight to the cap. A lot of people are predicting them to have a monster year. And so their top players now, Philip Forsberg and Stamkos, are both making, Forsberg's making 8.5 and Stamkos is making 8 million, and both of them have contracts for the next 4 years. Then they also gave Marchessault, as a 33-year-old, a 4-year deal at 5.5. So that's your top 3 players. 2 of them came in as UFAs, and people in Nashville are excited. Speaking of which, I have family in Nashville right now, like literally right now. I'm super jealous. Not super jealous. I'm low-key jealous. So I wish I was there. Loved it when my wife and I went to Nashville. Had a wonderful time. I want to go back and watch a hockey game and a Tennessee Titans game while I'm there, because literally the stadium is on the main strip, the 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks of all the honky tonks. And then the stadium is literally 2 streets over across the river. You know what I mean? And it is so cool to see all of that in that. So I really would like to go see a Nashville Predators game. And this is what would be really fun, is going to see a Predators game. And obviously against the Canucks would be ideal, but then also coming back and you're coming out of the Nashville game and you just go down, like you're right there on the strip. Like, I don't even know I don't think they call it the strip. That's what they call it, Vegas. But whatever that is, whatever that road is there, that main road, you're right there. You can go listen to live, amazing music. Every single place had music, and everyone's good. Like, everyone's good playing the hits, and it was really fun to be a part of. My wife loved it there because of all the cowboy hats and cowboy boots that you could buy there, and just like the feel, the vibe was pretty fun. But I want to do a Titans game and a Predators game. That's what we should do for our 25th anniversary coming up. That's what we should do. Anyways, trying to figure out what we're going to do. But yeah, like, I just think about it and like, why did they had to let Kiefer go? That was a really long rant to talk about why they let Kiefer go. And then some of you are like, this is a Canucks channel and you're talking about the Nashville Predators. But wouldn't it be awesome to see a Predators Canucks game? In fact, when do they play each other next? So I'm going to go to Canucks.com. We're going to go to the schedule, and let's just look at when. And it says, oops, error. That's weird. Why wouldn't it show that? Okay. Schedule? No, it's not letting me look at the schedule. So let's go back this way and see if I can find it this way. Anyways, some of you can find this in the chat because this is not super exciting, but maybe I can find it when they are in Nashville. That would be fun to watch. I mean, imagine I saw Stamkos this year, but I'd really like now there's a rivalry. So January 29th is the Predators, the Predators. So what day is that? January 29th. January 29th is a Wednesday. So, and then there's no football going to be in Tennessee at that time because they're not going to be in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So there goes my pipe dream, everyone. It just killed it. Okay. So now we know that as Canuck fans, we are pumped, absolutely pumped, that Kiefer Sutherland, that's hilarious. Kiefer Sherwood is on Vancouver, but try Quinn Hughes. Captain Quinn Hughes pumped to have him as a teammate that doesn't have to get punished by him anymore. And then he can just watch him punish the opponents, not him. So that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. So let's talk quickly first about let's look at his stats, for example, and I'll just turn off some of these banners that we got going on here. But let's look at his stats, everyone. And I'm just going to share my screen with you. We're going to go to hockeyreference.com, bring up his stats. Okay, let's talk about this player. And by the way, I just can't stand all the different advertisements on these things. I get it. It's free. I have to deal with it. But if you look at him, we talked about his size and how big he plays. He plays right wing, but he shoots right as well. So that's an advantage. He's 29 years old, from Columbus, Ohio, American boy. And then let's dive into this because it shows it a little bit better. So last year was his career year, everyone. Played 68 games, okay? Had 27 points, 10 goals, and 17 assists. His plus minus was plus 17, which actually quite amazing for like a fourth line player. Averaged 12 minutes a night. Blocks, he only had 22, but look at the hits. And I believe he was ranked 15th in the NHL in hits. Now, forwards are not usually in the top 10, but Joshua is number 10, and he missed a big chunk of the year. And then you look at Kiefer Sherwood, he didn't play the full season, and he was 15th. So that is massive, everyone. Not very many giveaways, some takeaways there, but penalty minutes wise, 41, not bad for a physical player. So now let's go to the playoffs just so we can see 6 games, 1 goal against us, which that sucked, but for us, that is. And then you look at his hits, he had 33 hits in the 6 games. That's pretty impressive, everyone. That's pretty impressive. 3 blocks, and then of course, no penalty minutes. That's pretty successful for the role that he's playing in, right? But with Colorado, he had played 2 games, got an assist, only had 12 hits in 2 games. Well, I mean, 12 hits in 2 games, not bad. Actually, not bad at all. 6 per game if we split it in half, right? Only played 9 minutes in 2021, but in 2023-24, he had almost 12 minutes of play. So those were important, valuable minutes. And I think that's something really interesting to kind of look at. But if you look at his first year in Nashville, he played only half the games, right? He had half the points. So really, when you're looking at it, look at how many goals he had, though, in his first year with Nashville. 7 goals, and he only had 10 here. So, if you doubled everything for the 32, let's just say he's going to play 64, but he should be in the 26, 27, like basically 25 to 30 point range guy. If he can score double-digit goals for us, that will be really helpful. And then look at his shots on goal, everyone. 110 shots on goal. I think that's impressive. For a third or fourth line player, I think that's really impressive. So happy. I'm really happy with those stats, especially for what he's getting paid. And he brings a special quality of the hitting department and the intimidation department that I really like about him. Okay, so let's just bring this down. And just I want to see, just a reminder that poll is still going on YouTube. So don't worry, everyone. I haven't forgotten about it, but you might have to remind me in a few minutes. But so we looked at his stats. Let's look at his comps, okay? And what I mean by that is other players, okay? So Joshua, who had a career year, 63. Let's just look at the Joshua line and the Sherwood line, okay? So this year's Joshua, 63 games, 18 goals, 32 points, 14 assists. He had a great year. Penalty minutes were higher than Sherwood. His shots were lower, much lower than Sherwood's. That is an interesting stat. The blocks, though, the blocks are wrong. I forgot to fix this. Joshua's blocks on this one here, he's actually 40. He's 40, so double what Sherwood does. And then the hits were not too much off there, but Sherwood had more games and had less hits. But look how much Joshua. So these guys are kind of in the similar price range, place, almost the same age, but Sherwood's making 1.5 and Joshua's making 3.25 million. And they are expecting him to have even a better season this year. That's what they're hoping for. That's why they paid him that money. So, but similar production and the future rate. The only thing is the goals are much higher for Joshua. He has better offensive upside. Interesting about the shots there. Okay, so I don't know. I just think it's interesting to look at that and just to think about that comp there. That they're pretty even. For the most part. But I mean, the only thing that worries me about that is like Sherwood's making 1.5, and now you've just locked up Joshua for 3.25 for the next 4 years. That might not turn out to be a great contract if he continues to play at this level, but if he continues to improve, then it's a great contract. So we'll see what happens. I mean, he's 28 years old. It's not like he has a ton of he's going to be 32 years old when this contract ends. And then it's like, so what are you going to get? Are you going to get Sherwood money, or are you going to get higher? You're going to get like Garland money of like around 5 million. You know what I mean? So this is his spot right there. So I just want to get into a couple last things, and then I want to get into your comments and questions. We have over 50 people in the stream right now. And we also have a whole bunch of over 60 comments here. So I want to dive into that. But my question now I want you to post in the comments is, what line do you think Kiefer Sherwood will play on this year? What line will you think he'll play on? So let me just show you what I think the starting day lineup is going to look like. So as you know, I think that Suter, and now this is not what I want. This is what I think Coach Tocchet is going to do come, first game against Calgary Flames. Okay. Suter on the left, Miller and Besser on the top. Then you got Heinen, Pettersson, and DeBrusk. I believe that they're going to put Pettersson with the two Boston players. And then Joshua, Bluger, and Garland, the lifeline. And then it's going to go Höglander, Amon, and Sherwood. Now, I could see a scenario where they move Heinen to the Miller line. They keep Höglander with Pettersson, and then they put Suter on either the third or the fourth centerman position. But this is what I think will look like come, is it October 9th, whenever it is? This is what I think it's going to be. Now, what I think it should be is this. This is what I think it should be. And so Sherwood would be on the fourth line on both of these, right? And he can move up and down on the list depending on injury, depending on a lot of different scenarios. I mean, if you want to put him on the left wing, you can, but the problem is that he's a right-handed shot player, so it's not always ideal to do that. But this is what I would do if I was Coach Tocchet. And we'll see. We'll see what happens, but those are the lines. So what do you have? What do you think that Kiefer Sherwood, what line do you think Kiefer Sherwood will play on this year? Post in the comments. Okay, so we're going to dive into here. And Stuart is the first person here. Welcome to the channel, to the show. Stuart, I know that you were here at 9:36. You're the first person here. So good to have you here. And then Canucks Nate, the second person to post. Yeah, so, and then Nate says that we're going to be winning the cup next year. I really hope that you're right, man. At this stage, I don't think we're going to win the cup next year with this squad unless we make some trades and changes, which we definitely may do. But we've got a shot, and it's a possibility, and I have nothing wrong with that. So, so Roberto says, love Sherwood, get his game, his grit. Like Sean Avery type of player, pest that we need. Yeah, he is a Sean Avery kind of guy, but I don't know if I would go that far. Sean Avery was next level crazy, right? I wouldn't say Sherwood would be that. Good to see you, Jeevan. Welcome. Yeah, it is a great signing because of the cost and the production. 220 hits, 14 goals. No, he had less. He had more hits than that, and he had less goals. He had 10 goals, as we saw. So, but yeah, still good production, like really, right? Canucks lacked fourth line and grit and size. Are you saying they do now? Because I think they added grit and they added grit. I don't know if they added size to their fourth line, which is totally fine. They don't need to. In fact, no, the more I think about it, I think PDG will play on the left side, and then whoever Amon, and then it will be Sherwood. That would be a pretty strong lineup. Okay, Adam. Adam Lee is getting awkward. Hit the like button, or never mind. Coach Rob Willie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope that Shannon's doing well. I know she was in the hospital the other day, so I hadn't heard from you guys, so I'm assuming she's doing okay. Canucks Nate says that Sherwood will play on the fourth line. That's what I think as well. Played with Pedersen. Sounds great with DeBrusk. So you want him on the second line or the top line, depending on what you consider Pedersen on. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's pretty high, but you never know. They're going to try different things out. So Carol comes in. By the way, hi, Carol. Good to see you. I was wondering if anyone saw the article on Besser say that they that every sign for 6 years at 60. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what his next contract is going to be. But you know what? They're not going to rush on this one because they want to see his production this year. So, and which I think is a really smart move because you can't just keep unloading the cash and not having the production. So if he has another 40, 50 goal scoring year, he's going to get a lot of money, right, Carol? Yeah. So, and Adam agrees. Adam agrees. So, but he says, no idea. No idea. Okay. I thought you said you agree. Can someone fill me in on what's happening? Who did resign? Okay. So Carol, if we just quickly go back to this graphic. Okay. This is the updated graphic. So we got from Boston on the left wing with Pedersen, Heinen, and on the right wing would be DeBrusk. Okay, so we got those two guys in free agency. And then we picked up Kiefer Sherwood, who's going to be a right. He's going to be a bottom six guy, right winger there. Now I need to bring this down just so you can see this. And then if you look at our defense, gone is Zadorov and Cole, and now we have Forsberg from Boston. So 3 Boston players we picked up, and Desharnais, who is the defenseman, bottom pairing defenseman from the Edmonton Oilers, who's he's big, he's got great size, he has great hitting, but he's they consider him slow. And but he's a guy who shouldn't have made it, has made the NHL, trying to prove himself. I think will do really well under Tocchet and Adam Foote. So that is the big news, Carol. You're now up to date, everyone. You're up to date. So yeah, that's the biggest one. So let's dive into yeah, Adam Lee says rumor Besser gets 6 times 6, and that's interesting. That's really interesting if you ask me, because if you think about it, like how old is he? Is he 30 yet? He's only 27, so he could definitely get that much money. We'll see. Oh, Shannon is here. She's in bed watching the stream. Okay, well, welcome. Canucks Nate wants him to re-sign for 6 years. That would be great. Troy's here from Northern Alberta. Welcome. Good to have you here. A lot of Canuck fans live in Alberta, so it's quite interesting. It's like when I lived in the Okanagan and there were so many Albertans, especially people from Calgary, that lived there because it's a great place to live. And they sold their homes, their expensive homes in Calgary, and got it cheaper in the Okanagan, and now all the prices have gone up, so it's expensive everywhere, especially on Vancouver Island, Vancouver, and the Okanagan. Kiefer Sutherland signed for 6 years, $3 million each. Oh yeah, that Kiefer Sutherland is different. I mean, that guy's awesome, but yeah, not the, so. Sorry, Troy. Should we call 911 for you? Because he lives. I mean, he's in enemy territory, right? So, Keeler Sutherland only signed for 24 hours. That's a good one, Hoser Patriot. That's awesome. That is a great one. Japan Force in the building. So glad to have you here, buddy. Oh, okay. So you're tired but good. I'm glad you're good, Shannon. Podkolzin, Suter, and Sherwood is your answer there. Monty is the biggest Joshua fan I know, and yeah, he is super pumped. I mean, Sutherland is a ref. That's true, Jack. That's true. I made the mistake of saying Kiefer Sutherland and not Kiefer Sherwood. I need to work on that, I think, for the season. I think I'm going to make that mistake many times, Jack. So, okay, 6 times 6, yes. Sylvester, no. Okay, let's get in here. Or the cat, Stallone. That's hilarious. So a lot of people are saying 6 times 6 for Brock. Interesting. You've met Brock Besser. That's cool. That's really cool. Did you guys see Lego Rocks talking about Besser getting $8.6 million in next contract? I don't see that yet, but he might. That's just something to think about, right? I think Hoglander starts with PD. Okay, and you're probably right. Hey, Adam Lee, thank you so much for the gifting a membership. It's awesome. That's incredible. And thank you for supporting the channel, for blessing someone with a membership. By the way, let me just put Adam Lee in the hype train there, everyone. Just a reminder, it's free to like and subscribe, but if you'd like to be a RevTrev member, it's $4.99, and you get loyalty badges and free custom emojis. By the way, I got to change all the emojis now because Zadorov's one of my emojis, right? So that you can use in the live chat, and then you have early access to new videos, and the next level members are $14.99, and they get all the RevTrev perks, member shoutouts, and group video calls. So some of those people that are Carol, our Lucas, our Shannon. Appreciate each one of you. So if you want to consider that, there's no pressure, but that is definitely on the table for each person. So love it. We're going to give him lots of hype here, everyone. And Hoser comes in and gets the gifted membership. Congratulations. I need to do a members only stream soon. So stay on the lookout for that, everyone. Stay on the lookout for that. Yeah, lots of hype here. Japan Force says in regards to Besser, I feel if anyone's going to give us a team deal, Besser should. Really? I mean, why should he? I mean, this is his moment to make that. It's not like because it's not like the Myers where he didn't produce. I mean, he got injured and then his father was very sick and passed away. I just think that's life. That's something that you can't do, and it's not like he owed the Canucks anything. It's just that's some pretty tough stuff to walk through. So I'm not sure if the O's should owe the Canucks anything, but I guess he's making $6.65 million. He had a monster year this year. I hope he has another one too. Jack says our forwards look good. Maybe one more top 6 player could match Edmonton, but at least for now it's fine. Yep. Yeah, Carol, I think he's going to be in. He's going to be on the 4th line as well. Adam Lee, Kiefer Sutherland is too old of an actor. Healthy scratch, 24 hours. Love how Sherwood hits in the playoffs. He's a pain in the arse to play against. Other fans thought we were annoying to play with. Play last year. Just wait. No, it's true. It's true. The forward line's going to be crazy. I mean, they're happy because Zadorov's gone, right? And Desharnais, I'm not sure what they're thinking about him. Either like, man, we are going to, skate circles around him, or we're not looking forward to the physicality of him coming our way either. So that could be a double whammy for the Vancouver Canucks against the Oilers. We'll see. You asked how we thought Sherwood would do. 220 hits, 14. Oh, that's what you're predicting. He's going to have 220 hits, 14 goals, and then he's going to play with Podkolzin, Suter, and Sherwood. That would be a great line. Okay, cool. Thanks for the prediction there. I appreciate it. I should have stopped and just allowed you guys to answer that right away, so I wouldn't have got confused. Kiefer Sutherland, 24-hour contract, average hourly value 1.2 million. Besser would get a lot anyways, even if we signed him now. May as well wait. Yep. And I also think you should wait a bit just because of injury. Like maybe he sustains a massive injury, and giving him that contract now doesn't make any sense. So I mean, not that I think that he's going to get hurt, but I do think you have to think about those things. 11 likes. Sad. Hit it or Okay, Adam. Everyone, if you could just take a moment. There's 81 people in the stream right now. Hit the like button. If you like this kind of content, please hit the subscribe as well. But cost you nothing to do that. But yeah, would love for you to do that. Also, Canucks tweeted the new guys' jersey numbers if you wanted to. I didn't know that. So I'm assuming DeBrusque gets the 73. I need to find that out right now. Did the Daily Faceoff put it on there yet for the Canucks? Let's just see. No, they haven't done it. So let's see. Tweet. So go to X. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, you guys probably already posted in here. So, they've got it. You got it right here. Okay, everyone. So, let me just bring this up. This is awesome. This is so great. Okay, so it means that DeBrusque gets 74. That means Desharnais gets 73. That's cool. Wow, that's nice of him. And then Sherwood's doing the 44. That's right. So the Bertuzzi, Burrows, and then Patera, what is he getting? So he's 30. Nate Smith is 83. I don't think he's going to play much in the NHL, but we'll see. Forbert gets 27. So who's had 27? Malholtra, Haranek. Okay, that's cool. And then have I missed someone? 20 is Denton Heinen. Denton Heinen is Chris Higgins and Ratu. So he's taken Ratu's number. Wow. That's cool. That is cool. I love that. I love knowing that. Thank you so much for posting that in here. Really, really wanted to know this kind of information. So what do you guys think? Because isn't let's go to DeBrusk. Okay. I just have DeBrusk is 74 normally. So it was Desharnais that changed his number. That was like, I'll do. I thought he was actually, he is a 73. So why was everyone saying DeBrusk was, and they had the same number? That's weird. That's really weird, right? 74. Okay. People were saying they had the same number, but they don't. They're one number off. That's cool. That's cool that they can both have their number. And I know that doesn't mean a lot to some people, but I like that a lot. I like that a lot. The only risk is if his same production as last year or better, we have to trade him. Yep. Nicholas says Podkolzin in, Amon out in that lineup. Okay, that's fine. Jay says, do you feel that Niels Amon is ahead of Podkolzin or PDG? Do you prefer him because he's a center? Yes. I only think that Amon's going to play a lot if he's going to be playing center. So I think that's where he'll be the depth guy. But it depends. If they put Suter on that first line with Miller and Besser, then Amon plays at center. But if they put Suter down on the third or fourth line, Amon's coming out of the lineup, or they might play him wing. But I think PDG and Podkolzin might get the thing. But maybe Amon plays ahead of Podkolzin because he has not done a lot for us. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking he's only going to sign for 6, but he's getting 6.65 right now. That's what he's getting, 6.65. So yeah, he's not going to go down. You're right, Japan 4. He's not going down. Game Pass thinks he's going to get about 8. He will want more, Coach Rob says. And maybe the 8.6 is more realistic. We're going to find out. Monty says, I agree. He will sign for more than 6, especially if he's 40 goals again. Yeah. Yeah. Although Sutherland would be nice, having that ace in the hole, having the refs on our side. Monty says, I'd like to see Besser sign for 7 to 7.5, but it'll depend on cap increases as well. Maybe I should have done this show. Maybe I should have done this show about Brock Besser and not about Sherwood. Hey, but I mean, I think they're both interesting. Maybe I should add them both on the thing. So, you think a prospect will crack this team like Lekermaki? Yes, I do. I do think that will happen during the season, especially when injuries come around. He is definitely going to be coming up, and I think he's going to play with Pettersson, in my opinion. That's kind of you, Carol, to say that. Be praying for that's awesome. Hey, Lyndon, good to see you. Welcome. So I know this is a Canucks stream, but if you're a Packers or Bears fan, you're going to want to check out Trev's stream tomorrow night on his other channel. Oh, guys, Monty knows. In fact, I should add that to a banner just so you guys can see it. I know like there's a lot of people that are not, but I have 2 channels. One's an NFL channel, and the other one is a Canucks channel that you're on right now, and you know that. But I just want to show you this. This is what I'm doing tomorrow night. And this is going to be crazy. It actually looks better. It actually looks better than this. I'm going to be talking about who's the number 1 Bears hater. And I've got this lineup of people that I can't believe I landed, because each one of them you could say were the biggest Bears haters. So we're going to get into it. There's going to be no holds barred. It is going to be lights out. So tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be showing that. So I know for you like people get upset about anything other than the Canucks on this channel, I just want you to know that is going to be lights out, everyone. Lights out. It's going to be so good. So thank you, Monty, for reminding me about that. I wasn't even going to mention that. I would love to see JVR on the top, and put Suter on the fourth line. JVR. Are you talking about James Van Riemsdyk? Is that what you're talking about, Roberto? I mean, he hasn't signed anywhere, right? Yeah, and Shannon, this is all speculation, right? So I'm with you. We're guessing at this stage, but yeah, in 3 months we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out for sure. Yes. So if you're a member, you can do these kind of emojis. Speaking of which, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna end the poll. Where is it here? And end the poll. Okay. And it says, so on a scale of 1 being low and 10 being next level, how pumped are you about the addition of Kiefer Sherwood? The highest was 35%. Great signing and addition. That is 9 and 10. The next highest was 5 to 6, which was mid. It's like, yeah, it's fine. And then 7 and 8 was happy, but not thrilled. That was 24%. And probably only one vote got 1 to 4, which is low to meh, So that's an interesting one. So I figured it would probably be 9 and 10, but the mid one, I'm actually quite surprised got the second highest. That's very interesting to me. So yeah, interesting. Can I copy and paste that and throw it in here? I think I can. Yes, I can. Let's just see so everyone can see it. Let's see if it gets in there. Yeah, there we go. So if I do it like this, yeah. So I should have done that right away. Sorry, everyone. Gary, who are the Packers and the Bears? Well, NFL's right around the corner, my friend, and I'm a diehard Packers fan. So, but yes, I'm pumped with NFL starting. I'm looking forward to the NHL starting again. But I feel like a lot of people are needing a break. A lot of players are getting engaged, getting married right now. Media people are going on vacation because it's been a long year of reporting. So right now is when the content for Canucks stuff kind of lessens, in my opinion. A lot of people go on vacation, and I'll be going on vacation in August. So it'll be a number of weeks I won't be able to stream with you. But right now I'm able to do that, and I'm happy to do that. Okay. Adam Lee says the Nucks UFA signings are like death by 1,000 cuts. Nothing major, but many, many good players over a wide area. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that at all, that take. Nicholas says, really looking forward. Oh, yeah, we already talked about that. Come on, everyone. 81 peeps. It's now 89 people. Let's go. Let's see how many likes we can get here. Let's see how many likes we can get on the video. I know there's some people that are watching on X or on Facebook, which X is Twitter. So, but Japan 4, thanks, man. Best, honest, realistic, and most consistent show in town. Thank you for the compliment and the encouragement and for the shout out. Sutter 20 also 20 what 20 goals, like it or I'll frisk you at the gate. Dude, Adam Lee is with the awkwardness tonight if you don't hit the like button, everyone. Oh, you're talking about Suter is 20. Oh, right. Brendan, yeah. But he's been gone for a while. He wasn't that significant, but you're right. That's number, Angelo. You're totally right. Shannon, what goalie is 30? It's Yuri Patera. So I think Patera is going to play either as our third stringer that's going to be in the press box, or he's going to be down in Abbotsford. Gary says, after everything Besser has been through, he really deserves a good increase. Too many bailed on him and wanted him to be traded. I'm so happy he proved them wrong. I'm with you, Gary. You and I are big Brock Besser fans. We love watching him play. Todd says Amon kills penalties too. Yep, that's one of his great roles on the team. But I think Bluger is excellent at that as well. Shannon, you're right. JT Miller is number 9. What we're talking about is the other Miller, Ryan Miller, the goalie. So, Jack, I think if Podkolzin doesn't come into camp in shape, he'll probably just go on waivers, clears up $1 million to in his last chance. He's waived eligible now. Oh, yeah. Okay. If we hit 30 likes before the end of the stream, we'll gift a membership. Hit that like button. Everyone, wow, that's nice. That's nice. You don't have to do that, but thank you. Yeah, I'll send that to you, Carol. Or not Carol, Shannon. I'll send that to you right now as we're kind of talking here. I gotta go to Facebook and send it to you that way through here. So let's go, and I'll send it to you right now as we're chatting. And then you can see the numbers better there. Actually, I'll probably end up just posting that into my Facebook stuff as well. Todd, honestly, you can't be a Bears fan. Are you kidding me right now? That would be. I mean, you're welcome to. You have the right to be wrong. Okay. Monty says, come on, people, 10 more likes. Spend my money for me. That's nice. I don't like the Packers or the Bears. Actually, both are fine by me as long as they aren't the Rams and 49ers. I know most people here will be Seahawks fans. My brother is a diehard Seahawks fan. My other brother is not. He likes players. He follows players, so he ends up following like all kinds of teams like 49ers, the Bears, the Vikings, the Giants because of like Saquon Barkley, Walter Payton, Adrian Peterson, like all those kind of players. He just likes all those teams. So, and then I just think he just likes watching the 49ers. So he's a 49ers fan. So if he ever is in here, Donnie Diamonds, when he comes in, he's a 49ers fan. So anti-Seahawks people, right? So Canucks Nate is camping right now. That's awesome, man. You're here. That's cool. I hope you're having a great night. By the way, weather's amazing. So what is the NFL? Sounds for the National Football League, my brother. Simon, hey, I just wanted to know about the rest of the players that the NHL free agency that have not been signed. For example, Ryan Suter. Yeah, I haven't gone a deep dive into those things. I know Ryan Suter isn't there. There's a couple guys, but we don't have a ton of cap space, and I think they're just going to be waiting. So maybe another show will be on that, Simon. So good to have you here, though. Don't go to Nashville and becomes a Preds fan. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that Nashville's an awesome place to visit. And I'm not even a huge country music fan. I don't mind it. I think there's some good country music out there, and I do enjoy some of it. But it's called Music City, and literally when we went into the different places where we're playing music, they played all kinds of genres. I really, really enjoyed that. What's your opinion between Rogers Arena and BC Place? Do you like going to BC Place for anything? Well, I mean, BC Place is good for a BC Lions game or a Whitecaps game, but my opinion is I like Rogers Arena better. It's smaller. In my opinion, has better seats. I like that smallness. BC Place actually reminded me of the Dome in New Orleans. When I went to New Orleans, I watched Packers play the Saints years ago, and I was shocked. I'm like, I feel like I'm in a BC Place here, and I can't remember what their stadium's called right now off the top of my head. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. So, yeah, so I don't mind BC Place. It's okay, but I love Rogers Arena. I love it there. So 5 more, and then we're hitting the he's gonna get gift and membership. That's really kind of him. Come on, 5 more people, 94 people in here. Just hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Carol, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to like the NFL. The only team you like is Seattle Seahawks, and my mom loves the Minnesota Vikings. That's totally fine. I am more than a little bit sunburned, as you know, but it has gotten so much better. Like, I don't know if you can see this better now. Look how, like, now it's turning brown. It's still a tiny bit red, but like we're talking, like, right here is the redness is a little bit, but I'm turning into a tanned man. So I'll be watching the NFL stream tomorrow night. Really? That's awesome. I'm pumped. It'll be great to have you. You are going to laugh a lot, probably. You might, I don't know if you watch a lot of football, but there'll be a lot of in-depth. There are going to be some stories. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. So it's going to be so much fun. And I think you're going to laugh a lot because the guys that I have on are incredible guys that are diehard Packers fans. In fact, I have Matt Ramage that's coming on with me. He's literally considered a super fan. He's in Packers videos. You know when they do hype videos, like the actual team does hype videos? He's often in those videos. Like, that's how diehard of a fan he is. And then I have Packernet podcast. He is one of the best Packers podcasters in the NFL. He's going to be there. And then he's JJ works with him as well. He's coming. So these guys are an amazing personality on Twitter as well. JJ is. So you guys and girls are going to love it. If you jump into my RevTrev NFL stream, you got to follow that channel on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, X. That's how you're going to be able to see it, because it's not on this Canucks channel tomorrow night. It's on the Packers channel that I have. RevTrev NFL that's how you find it. Angelo, New England is my team. I mean, 6 titles. I mean, a dynasty, amazing. The Patriots are amazing. They're terrible right now. They're absolutely terrible. No Tom Brady. They've rebuilt. Drake May, to me, I think it's going to be. I like him a lot. It's just that he has no one that's surrounding him with weapons. So we'll see. No against Packers. My buddy Dan likes Packers. Okay. Yeah. Ryan Suter is going to St. Louis. Oh, I didn't know that. Pod Colson will be in shape. Talkett will be saying last season what you have to tell him is take time off because he consistently is working out. He's close with Miller, so maybe he will get a look with him this year. Okay. Yeah, he has to be in shape. Pod Colson has to be in shape or he's in trouble. We haven't picked up Martin Nashis because, Bradley, you can't. You have to trade for him. And now that the Carolina Hurricanes have lost, they've lost Jake Gensel. I don't think they're moving on from Nashis yet. And so I think he's going to be expensive. And not only is he going to be expensive to trade for, he's going to want $7+ million a season. So I don't even know if the Canucks want to grab him now. Personalized, DK Metcalf is still a Seattle Seahawks baby, or go Pittsburgh Steelers. Woot, woot, woot. Yeah, it's because the only reason you're cheering for the Pittsburgh Steelers is because Russell Wilson's there, my friend. So it's not like you're a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. You're a transfer of that team. But anyways, DK Metcalf, I made a video on my channel, my NFL channel, years ago. Why did the Packers not pick DK Metcalf. It's actually a super interesting video, and it makes me mad every time I think about it because I believe they had 2 opportunities to draft him, didn't do that, and and there was another wide receiver. You got to watch the video that they could have had, and it would have made a difference. They drafted wrong. They don't often draft wrong, but that one was awful. So yeah, Jax, I haven't been to Dollywood yet. My wife wants to go. She loves that kind of idea and that place to go to, but we'll see. All right, it looks like we're going to get there. I'm probably behind the chat too much. Yep, I can see the giftedness. So are they going to replace all the seats in Rogers with the black ones? I heard that they are. Also, I heard they're bringing in cup holders. They've been talking about that for a while. So, Trevor, did you get your name in for the Taylor Swift draw that happened at the Night Owls game tonight? I think no, I didn't get my name in there. I should have done that. Oh, so thank you, Monty. Thank you, Monty. I don't know who got it. We're gonna find out. Kempner wants to look like Trump, orange tan. Trev, that's hilarious, my friend. That's hilarious. Good to see you. Trev going to be so tan that he's going to have to buy a stronger lighting. I know, but like I am so white up here, everyone. Like I've got to like take my shirt off and get a tan, but I don't want to scare people away. Oh, you love football, so you're probably a Seahawks fan, Shannon, which is totally fine. There's a lot of Seahawks fans in here. Coach Rob, did you get it? Did you get it? What, Shannon? You're a Packers fan first? Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nicholas, only NFL team I watch is Detroit Lions, which they haven't been good until this year. So this is a great time to start. But if you've been a Detroit fan for a long time, you've seen a lot of garbage teams. So you must be really happy about that one. So member Phil Packer. I remember the name. I don't remember it. So let's see the Vikings win the NFC North this year. What? Come on, man. JJ McCarthy is he even going to start? And let Chicago and Green Bay try some other season. Oh my goodness, this is great, crazy. Lyndon, I still have to go to a BC Lions game and a Whitecaps game in my lifetime. Don't watch the NFL. Well, Lyndon, go check it out. Do you live close to? You live close in Vancouver? Like, can you just go over and watch a game? Like, you'll enjoy a BC Lions game. Canucks Nate's in California right now. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. One should go to a Lions game at least once in a lifetime. I've been to a couple. Kevin, I live in Kelowna. I used to live in the Okanagan, my friend. I lived there for 10 years, and then I moved back to the Vancouver Island. The Lions are offering a deal with a bus ticket and tickets to the game for $60. That's a great deal. The Canucks should offer something like that for people that live in the interior. Yeah, but it'd be way more because like the Canucks are actually like it's hard to get tickets. Not hard. It's expensive to get tickets. So Shannon, you would love a BC Lions game. Totally would. Okay, this town used to be such a heavy Lions town back in the 80s. It was. If we get as I'll buy you spray 10. Yeah, let's do it. They do, Kevin. They offer it for $500 per person, travel to and from, game ticket and dinner. That's cool. That's great to know. And that is not a bad deal at all, in my opinion. In person, and then they can say that I've been to Rogers and BC Place. Yep. Okay. If we get Nacious, I'll buy you a spray tan. I was trying to think what any. I was thinking it's not New England Patriots, but definitely have to do the Lions package. What a deal at $60. Yeah. I live in the interior of BC. Cool, man. That's where I used to do. Who owns the Lions? I do not know. Chris, welcome. Just like we're coming to an end tonight, and you just commented, but great to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yes, when you have a lot of men who watch sports and stuff, it's easy to know which teams go for and who plays on which team. That's true. The Canucks package for $500 is from Elite Sports Tours. That's awesome. Thanks, Personalized. I appreciate that. All right. All right. So, guys, girls, I'm calling it a night. It's been an hour. Great to have you here. I'm pumped about Kiefer Sherwood. I'm pumped about seeing what Brock Besser. A lot of people want to talk about Brock tonight. That's awesome. Hope that you're doing all well, and hope that the weather's really incredible where you're at. I think most places in Canada right now, the weather's really great, but especially in BC, Alberta, and where Nate is in California, it would be smoking hot there. I know that Vegas was at 116 degrees Fahrenheit, which is insane. So, only reason I know that I think is Thomas Drance is down there for some reason, maybe for vacation. So I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for being here. Hit the like and subscribe, and of course, always go Canucks, go.